Hello students, today we are going to see reproduction part 5. In the last video of reproduction part 4 we have covered up to puberty. I have already explained that puberty happens in male and females. In male it happens in the age of 13 to 14 years and in female it happens in the age of 11 to 13 years. This is the age where the reproductive parts become functioning because of a few hormones secreted by pituitary glands. Those are LH hormone and FSH hormone. These are all we have seen in puberty. Now the continuation of puberty is the menstrual cycle and process of ovulation. We all know that in humans, female give birth to their offspring or babies. Now how this pregnancy, all these things will happen in female is what we are going to see in this video. Let's get into the video. First thing is menstrual cycle, process of ovulation. Now as we have seen in puberty, female will attain the age of puberty at 11 to 13 years. Now this onset of puberty is known as your menarche. This is where their menstrual cycle starts and it will go up to 48 to 50 years of age of woman. So at 50 years, normally 48 to 50 years, this menstruation ceases means stops. So this is known as menopause. That is, menarche means onset of puberty. Menopause means when the menstruation cycle stops. This is your menopause. Now in between period of this say for example 12 years to 50 years of a woman's life is the reproductive period of their life. In this particular age they'll be reproductive, that is they would be in a position to give birth to babies. So this period is known as your reproductive period. Now this menstruation cycle, it happens every month in the body of women. During this menstruation cycle, their ovaries and uterus, they both show similar form of changes that we are going to see in detail. As we all know, uterus is the accessory sex organ or reproductive organ of a female and ovary is the primary reproductive organ of a female. So this menstruation cycle, normally it ranges 28 to 30 days with small variation in particular, or it varies from a woman to woman. So this menstruation cycle will have 4 phases: menstrual cycle or destructive phase, follicular cycle or proliferative phase, ovulatory phase and luteal or secretory phase. These are the 4 phases of menstrual cycle. I have explained this reproductive period. No, this reproductive period of a woman is from the age of 12 years to 50 years. In this reproductive period, women every month will get their menstrual flow. If their menstrual flow is not there, then mostly the reason would be pregnancy. So this is what we are going to see now. As I have explained, there are 4 phases of menstrual cycle: menstrual or destructive phase, follicular or proliferative phase, third one is ovulatory phase, fourth one is luteal or secretory phase. Now these phases will have simultaneous synchrony of events in both ovary and uterus. In all these phases you have changes happening similarly in ovary and uterus. The changes in this ovary and uterus are induced by pituitary hormones LH and FSH. LH means pituitary gonadotropin luteinizing hormone. FSH means follicle stimulating hormone. And ovarian hormones. Ovarian hormones are estrogen and progesterone. So all these hormones will only stimulate these phases of menstrual cycle. So let's get into the phases of menstrual cycle. Normally, if you take a month, in a month, we will separate the month into days, and depending on the days, these phases of menstrual flow will follow. And what are the changes that is happening in ovary, and what are the changes that is happening in uterus, and what are the hormonal changes, that is what is given in this table. ஸோ நல்லா கவனிங்க, மென்ஸ்ட்ரல் சைக்கிள்ன்றது ஒவ்வொரு ஃபீமேல் பாடியிலையும் எவ்ரி மந்த் நடக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு சேஞ்ச். இந்த சேஞ்ச் வந்து யூட்ரஸ்லேயும் ஓவரிலையும் சைமல்டேனியஸாக நடக்கும். டோட்டலி 4 phases இருக்குது மென்ஸ்ட்ரல் சைக்கிளில். ஒரு மந்த் எடுத்திங்கன்னா அந்த மந்த்தை வந்து டேஸாக we are going to separate, and இந்த டேஸ் வந்து they will follow the phases of 4 phases of menstrual cycle. And in the days la corresponding changes in ovary enna, corresponding changes in uterus enna, corresponding hormonal changes ennala nadakudhu அப்படிங்கறத நம்ம பார்க்க போறோம். இது ஏன் பார்க்க போறோம்னா, this play a vital role in the reproduction of humans. இந்த changes எல்லாம் வச்சு தான் வந்து women will become pregnant and then childbirth நடக்கும். So that is why this is very very important. First phase is menstrual phase. Number of days வந்து 4 to 5 days. So if you take a month, first day லேந்து 5th day வரைக்கும் is called as menstrual phase. Here ovary la you will have development of primary follicles. நம்ம ஓவரியோட structure படிக்கும்போது we have seen primary follicle will develop. So in the primary follicle, first 5 days la these primary follicles will get developed. Uterus la enna change agona, breakdown of uterine endometrial lining leads to bleeding. In the time la da vandu women oda body la they have bleeding. That is due to the breakdown of uterine lining. Uterine endometrial lining na uterus la inner surface la irukra a type of lining is known as endometrial lining. In the lining vandu break ஆகி women will get bleeding. இது வந்து first 5 days ல நடக்குது. Hormonal changes, decrease in progesterone and estrogen. ரெண்டு hormones, ovarian hormones decrease ஆகும். Next phase is follicular phase. Follicular phase is between 6th and 13th day. Menstrual phase வந்து first 5 days பார்த்தோம். Next 6th to 13th day is your follicular phase. In this stage in ovary, primary follicles grow to become a fully mature Graafian follicle. So 6th to 13th day la primary follicle will grow and become mature Graafian follicle. Uterus la vandu endometrium regenerates through proliferation. Nama menstrual phase la what we have seen is uterine endometrial lining breakdown leads to bleeding pathom. In follicular phase, endometrium regenerates through proliferation. Proliferation na rapid cell division. So rapid na fast vandu in the endometrium vandu thiruppi regenerate aagi thiruppi uterine wall la lining aidum. Hormonal changes pathina FSH, follicular stimulating hormone, and estrogen increase agum. Third phase வந்து ovulatory phase. Ovulatory phase வந்து ஒரே ஒரு நாள் தான், 14th day. In this 14th day, the Graafian follicle ruptures and releases the ovum. Ruptures na வெடிச்சு அதிலேந்து egg வெளியே வரும். Uterusல என்ன changesனா, endometrial lining thickness will increase. Hormonal changes, LH peak. நம்ம பார்த்திருக்கோம், pituitary gonadotropin luteinizing hormone will be at its peak. Next, fourth phase is luteal phase. Luteal phase is between 15th to 28th day. This emptied Graafian follicle develops into corpus luteum. In the ovum வெளியே வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறமா இருக்கிற அந்த Graafian follicle will develop into corpus luteum. Next, endometrium changes in uterus. Endometrium is prepared for implantation. A fertilization of egg takes takes place. அதாவது அந்த வெளியே வந்திருக்க அந்த ovum or egg is fertilized in a endometrium வந்து it is prepared for implantation of the fertilized zygote. But if fertilization doesn't happen அப்படின்னும்போது கார்பஸ் லியூட்டியம் டீஜெனரேட் ஆகிடும். டீஜெனரேட்னா மறைஞ்சிடும். ப்ளீடிங் ஸ்டார்ட்ஸ். அந்த எண்டோமெட்ரியம் லைனிங் திருப்பி it breaks down and bleeding starts and unfertilized egg is also expelled in the bleeding. So இதுதான் வந்து 15th to 28th day luteal phase or secretory phase ன்னு சொல்லக்கூடிய அந்த ஃபேஸ்ல நடக்கிற சேஞ்சஸ். ஹார்மோனல் சேஞ்சஸ் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா LH and FSH டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகும். Corpus luteum produces progesterone and its level increases. So progesterone level increase ஆகும் followed by a decline if menstrual bleeding occurs. So normally in the 15th to 28th day la progesterone level increase ஆகும். But வந்து egg வந்து fertilize ஆகலைன்னா you again get bleeding. and the bleeding time la வந்து என்ன ஆகும்னா progesterone level decline ஆகும். So these are the 4 phases we have covered in menstrual cycle. Next வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா fertilization to fetal development. So எப்படி fertilization நம்ம பிளான்ட்ஸ்ல பார்த்தோம், ஃப்ளவர்ல பார்த்தோம், அதே மாதிரி ஹியூமன்லயும் fertilization will happen. இது வந்து fertilization to fetal development. Fetal development development of an offspring or baby. So இது வரைக்கும் ஒரு 9 stages இருக்கு. அது one by one நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். First stage is fertilization. Fertilization in human is internal. Humansல வந்து fertilization வந்து internalா நடக்கும். It happens in the female genital tract and it takes place usually in the ampulla of the fallopian tube. நம்ம பார்த்தோம் fallopian tube is the secondary reproductive organ or accessory reproductive organ of female body. So in the female body la fallopian tube la ampulla region la this fertilization happens. An oocyte is alive for about 24 hours. We have seen oocyte என்றது வந்து ovum or egg. This egg is alive of about 24 hours after the release from the follicle. So நம்ம primary follicle வந்து Graafian follicle mature ஆகும்னு படிச்சோம். Graafian follicle releases ovum or egg ன்னு படிச்சோம். இந்த egg தான் வந்து oocyte. இந்த oocyte வந்து 24 hours மட்டும்தான் அலைவா இருக்கும் in female body. இந்த fertilization நடக்கணும்னா sperm should get fertilized with the ovum. அது நடக்கணும்னா இந்த 24 hours நடக்கணும். So the sperm enters into the ovum and fuses with it, resulting in the formation of a zygote. This process is known as fertilization. So zygote என்றது வந்து fertilized ovum. Once sperm வந்து ovum fertilize பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமா form ஆகுறது zygote, and the zygote is nothing but a fertilized ovum. Now fertilization is finished. Next stage is cleavage and formation of blastula. இப்போ egg வந்து fertilize ஆயிடுச்சு, it has become a zygote. இப்போ next stage வந்து cleavage. Cleavage வந்து எப்ப நடக்கும்னா it takes place about 30 hours after fertilization. இந்த fertilization நடந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் 30 hours அப்புறமா cleavage நடக்கும். Cleavage என்றது என்னன்னா it is a series of rapid mitotic divisions of the zygote to form many-celled blastula which comprises an outer layer of smaller cells and inner mass of larger cells. அதாவது இந்த fertilized zygote இருக்கு இல்லையா, இந்த zygote வந்து it undergoes rapid mitotic divisions. Mitotic divisions na one cell dividing into two. So ஒரு cell 2 ஆகும், 2 cell 4 ஆகும், 4 cell 8 ஆகும், 8 cell 16 ஆகும். அந்த மாதிரி rapid cell divisions நடந்துட்டே இருக்கும். நடந்து முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறமா it forms something called blastocyst. Blastocyst na என்னன்னா இப்போ இந்த cells வந்து full divide ஆகி it has formed many number of cells. In the cells வந்து again it forms an outer layer of smaller cells and inner mass of larger cells form ஆகும். இந்த massக்கு பேரு blastocyst. So fertilization நடந்ததுக்கு அப்புறமா நடக்கிற stage is cleavage and formation of blastula. In cleavage your zygote undergoes rapid mitotic cell divisions and form blastocyst. Blastocyst is outer layer of smaller cells and inner mass of larger cells. இதுதான் blastula. Third stage is implantation. Now இப்போ blastula form ஆயிடுச்சு. Next stage is implantation. This blastocyst or fertilized egg reaches the uterus and gets implanted in the uterus. Now, இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம பார்த்தோம் fertilization வந்து ampulla region of fallopian tube ல நடக்குது. அந்த fallopian tube ல தான் இந்த blastula எல்லாம் form ஆயிருக்கு. Next, blastula form ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறமா implantation stageல this blastocyst reaches the uterus. Uterusக்கு போய் அங்க implant ஆயிடுது. The process of attachment of blastocyst to the uterine wall is called implantation. நம்ம menstrual cycleல பார்த்தோம் uterine wallல endometrial lining இருக்கும். அந்த endometrial lining வந்து thick ஆகி இருக்கும் it waits for the fertilized egg to come. So fertilized egg வந்துருச்சுன்னா என்ன ஆகும்? இந்த fertilized egg uterine liningல attach ஆயிடும். This is called your implantation. The process of attachment of blastocyst to the uterine wall is known as implantation. The fertilized egg becomes implanted about 6 to 7 days after fertilization. So fertilization நடந்ததுக்கு அப்புறமா ஒரு 7 days அப்புறம் implantation happens in female body. Next, implantation அடுத்த stage is gastrulation. Gastrulation is the transformation of blastula into gastrula and the formation of primary layers ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm by rearrangement of cells. This takes place after the process of implantation. So implantation ka next process gastrulation. Gastrulation is the formation of gastrula from blastula. Gastrula is the formation of primary layers ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm by rearrangement of cells. This is known as gastrulation. Ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm அப்படிங்கிறது ஒன்றும் இல்லை. Ectoderm na outer layer. Ecta na outer. Derm means layer. So ectoderm, mesoderm na middle layer and endoderm na inner layer. இந்த மாதிரி 3 layers form ஆகிறது gastrula. The transformation of blastula into gastrula and the formation of primary layers by rearrangement of cells is your gastrulation. Gastrulation அப்புறமான stage is organogenesis. Very important stage, very interesting stage also. Gastrula form ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறமா the establishment of germ layers. நம்ம gastrulaல பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா primary layers, அதுதான் germ layers, ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. These layers initiates final phase of embryonic development. During organogenesis, the various organs of the fetus are established from the different germ layers attaining a functional state. So, in the organogenesis la embryonic development oda final phase initiate ஆகும். So, in the ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm ella different parts of the fetus gets developed in this stage. Organogenesis. Organ will get originated in this stage. That is the meaning of organogenesis. So various organs of the fetus na baby. So various organs of the baby will get developed in this organogenesis stage and it becomes functional also. In the stage la da baby oda different organs, hands, eyes, legs idellame start functioning. Next to organogenesis is formation of placenta. Placenta is a disc-shaped structure attached to the uterine wall and is a temporary association between developing embryo and maternal tissues. So placenta அப்படிங்கிறது it's a disc-shaped structure attached to the uterine wall and is a temporary association. இது childbirth வரைக்கும் தான் இந்த placenta female bodyல இருக்கும். It is a temporary association between the developing embryo. Developing embryo is your baby and maternal tissues. So, இது எதுக்குனா to allow the exchange of food between the mother and the developing baby and diffusion of oxygen, excretion of nitrogenous wastes and elimination of carbon dioxide. So, we all know that a baby gets developed into woman's body. அப்ப நடக்கும்போது அந்த பேபிக்கு it needs food, it needs oxygen, excretionary materials எல்லாமே வெளியே போகணும். Carbon dioxide, baby also breathes. So breathe ஆகும்போது carbon dioxide வெளியே வரும் இல்லையா, அதுவும் eliminate ஆகணும். இது எல்லாமே placenta takes care of it. So it placenta இது எல்லாமே பண்ணுது in the woman's body. A cord containing blood vessels that connects the placenta with the fetus is called the umbilical cord. நம்ம எல்லாமே படிச்சிருப்போம் umbilical cord of the baby. அதுதான் வந்து connecting cord between the mother's body and the baby's body. So தொப்புள் கொடின்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, அதுதான் umbilical cord. So placenta வந்து மதரோட யூட்ரஸ் லைனிங்ல attach ஆயிருக்கும். This placenta will get connected to the umbilical cord of the baby's body. So குழந்தை வெளியே வரும்போது இதை கட் பண்ணி தான் எடுப்பாங்க. So this is the connection. Next stage is your pregnancy or gestation stage. It is the time period during which the embryo attains its development in the uterus. This is the period where the baby develops inside the woman's body. Normal gestation period is about 20 to 80 days. During pregnancy, the uterus expands up to 500 times of its normal size. So woman body la 280 days வந்து baby வந்து develop ஆகும். This period is known as your gestation period or pregnancy period. During this time, woman's uterus expands up to 500 times of its normal size. So just imagine your mother. So your mother's uterus and her abdomen has expanded up to 500 times of its normal size. Avlo periya size expand aida you all have come to this world. Next stage is parturition. Parturition is nothing but your childbirth. So gestation period முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறமா woman's body has to expel the baby out of it. So that stage is your parturition stage. That is the expulsion of young one from the mother's uterus at the end of gestation. Oxytocin from the posterior pituitary stimulates the uterine contractions and provides force to expel the baby from the uterus, causing birth. So oxytocin அப்படின்ற ஒரு hormone, it gets stimulated from the posterior pituitary gland of your brain. இந்த oxytocin ஹார்மோன் தான் வந்து uterine contractions create பண்ணுது. Contractionsனா uterines வந்து contract ஆகும், சுருங்குற ஒரு ஆக்ஷனை வந்து ஸ்டிமுலேட் பண்ணி and it provides force to expel the baby from the uterus. So இந்த contractionsனால baby is expelled out of the woman's body, causing birth. Final stage of fetal development is lactation. Now baby childbirth has happened. இதில் வந்து childbirth ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறமா childக்கு வந்து food வேணும். So that is lactation process. The process of milk production after childbirth from the mammary glands of the mother is called lactation. The first fluid which is released from the mammary gland after childbirth is known as colostrum. So mother's body lende mammary gland lende first vara milk peru colostrum. That milk production from alveoli of mammary glands is stimulated by prolactin secreted from the anterior pituitary. Anterior pituitary gland of the brain stimulates a hormone called prolactin. In the hormone stimulate agarnala da mother's body lende milk is getting secreted. Ejection of the milk is stimulated by posterior pituitary hormone oxytocin. So secretion of the milk by milk glands in the mother's body is stimulated by prolactin, whereas ejection of milk வெளியே வரத stimulate பண்றது வந்து posterior pituitary hormone oxytocin. So இந்த colostrum அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்ற இந்த first milk வந்து it comes from the mother's body during first 2 to 3 days after childbirth. It contains immune substances and provides immunity to the newborn, which is essential for the body. So ஒரு குழந்தை வந்து வரும்போது it has no immunity, it is very fresh and new to this world. So அந்த குழந்தையோட பாடிக்கு இம்யூனிட்டியை கொடுக்கறது வந்து இந்த கொலஸ்ட்ரம்ன்ற first milk from the mother's body தான். So this is the stages of fertilization to fetal development. You can see this picture. First is your fertilized egg. Next is cell division stage. Up to 16 cell stage variko It undergoes rapid mitotic cell divisions and then it forms blastocyst. Blastocyst form anadukapprama gastrula formago. Gastrula form anadukapprama the fetus gets developed its organs, organogenesis, and then the fetus slowly develop, that is the gestation period. Gestation period முடிஞ்சதுக்கப்புறமா fetus or baby comes out of the woman's body. So this is your fertilization to fetal development. So just go through your book. If you have any doubts, please feel free to ask me. Thank you.